Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, salam. This is Barista Bernardo Antonio, working in Q Coffee Bar in Kuwait at Avenues Mall. As I've promised on my previous video that I'll be able to come with something new with a bang, today we want to learn about cappuccino and how to make a flat white. In my previous video, we learned about different components of the machines, and I actually know that you are familiarized with every part of the machine that we learned on a previous video. So today is to jump in and able to make our latte and able to make our guests impressed. Welcome and able to join me. Thank you. So first thing first that we need to do in the counter. First, we will be able to take my portafilter. When it is clean, make sure that it is very clean. You wipe it very clean. Then, before that one, I'll be able to open my scale. We need to put this one over here. Then I'll be able to tare. I do this one so that I can get the grammage of my coffee. Today I'm using Brazilian. It's a medium roast. It's very good with white base. Coffee with milk. So my grammage today will be 20, but I just want to measure so that we can able to see if it is really 20 grams for our drink today. And as you can see, it is 20 grams. Then from there, you make sure you do the leveling of the coffee. If you don't do the leveling of the coffee, you'll not get a nice drip from the portafilter. So you do a very nice leveling of the coffee. Then the first thing that you do, you put it at the edge of your counter to get a firm grip when doing the tamping. So first of all, you do just a small tamp. When tamping the coffee, don't do like this, like the way I've always seen some people doing. This one you get a very poor tamping and a very bad flow. So what you do a soft tamping, putting your arms at an angle of 90 degrees. Then you do a small soft tamping first tamping, then you wind, then you take the next tamper, you hold as a torch, you put a vertical pressure, 90 degrees, you tamp very, very firmly. I've used 30 pounds pressure. Then as you can see, it is very nice leveled. Then from here, you make sure that your portafilter is clean, no coffee in or outside the portafilter. Then you wipe it very clean, and the hygiene is very important. That's why I'm having my gloves, because you're serving the guests. You need to make sure that you're not using your bare hands. From me again, you come over here. From the group head, you flush the water. The water you flush because sometimes in the group head, you'll find that there are coffees which have been left, so we don't have to have a burnt coffee in our drink. So we have to make sure that it is flushed. From there, we fix our portafilter in the group head very firmly. Then we do our extraction. So today I'm going to use 2 cups, one clear cup and a ceramic cup. For the clear cup, we are going to do our flat white. Then this one, the ceramic, we are going to use our cappuccino. So today basically we are just going to learn how to do a flat white and how to do a cappuccino, and what is the difference between a flat white and the difference between a cappuccino. So when my extraction is taking place, it's supposed to take 30 seconds to 33 seconds. As you can see, that's the best extraction depending on the calibration of our coffee. I'll be able to explain much more on how we do calibration, on how we come with the timing for the espresso. From there again, I have my milk over here. Sorry about that. I have my milk over here that I'll be using. So many people have been using that. I've been asking which type of milk is good to use, the milk that is nice in taste. So it depends with your preference. We have different types of milk that you can use. You can use the oat milk, you can use the skim milk, you can use different modes of milk that you can use. But today I'm just using my regular milk here. I'll pour my milk in my jar. when I'm pouring my milk in my jar, always make sure that the milk that you pour is not below 40 or above 65, so that it can give you a gap of doing the frothing of the milk. So the next step from here, I'll be able to do the frothing. So the frothing of the milk is done by the steaming jet. So you take your jar, put it on the steaming jet, but before you do that, the steaming jet always have the water, so you make sure you flush the water so that we cannot introduce water in our milk, so that you can have a dry steaming. From here again, we take our steaming jar, we put it right vertically into our jar. Then always make sure that when the steaming jar is inside, is not deeply inside, it is actually a bit out, so that when we are doing our steaming, we can able to extract the air inside our milk. So I'll do my steaming one, and when you're doing our steaming one for the steaming jet to steam the milk, always make sure you do a full steaming. Then from there, as I said, always make sure that you hear the hissing sound, a bit slow. Then for our flat white, you don't want to extract many air, so we make sure that we don't do a lot of hissing when doing our flat white. Then your hand is always a good thermometer. Once you feel that the milk is much more hot that your hand cannot hold, always put the steaming one off immediately. Like now, I cannot hold my jug. I put it off. From there, I put it down a little bit. I always see that the baristas, first of all, the first thing they do, they tamp it down, leave it. You can be cleaning your steaming jet nice and clean as the milk is settling down. The reason why I'm putting the milk to settle down is to be able to allow the circulation of the milk and the good mixture of the milk. Then from here now, you can able, if you have bubbles in your milk, but this one is silky and very nice pint mint, you can knock it a little bit down so that you can able to kill the bubbles. You can able to kill the bubbles. So you knock it, kill the bubbles, then you swirl. The swirling actually helps us to mix the milk nicely here and there. Then the next step from here is to do now our flat white. But basically, when we are doing our flat white, after steaming the milk that we steam is actually thicker. So it's good actually to divide the milk so that you can able to have a nice balance of the fold. So I'll divide my milk to balance the milk so nicely. So I'll divide my milk nicely and soft over here. Then from there now, I'll able to do a very simple flat white on my glass. So the first pour, actually, when you're doing a flat white, don't start pouring immediately down. Start from up, then we go down. So this is how we do, just a soft, small art. I will start pouring from up, slowly, so that I can bring the crema up. Slowly, slowly. From here, you stop. This whole then now from here, that's there. Now we pour the milk as you create your art. Nice and beautiful. So today I won't focus on the art. I'll just focus on how you can able to do the flat white and the difference between it. And as you can see, our flat white is really flat, because you can see the microform over here is too small and too thin. That's why you call it flat white. So it's a microform. So these actually are flat white in our glass. You can see the length of the microform is very flat. So getting the difference between a flat white and a cappuccino is always difficult, but this is the difference now. It's very nice. I can have a taste for it. Very nice, very tasty. So from my next video, I'll be able to show you on how we can able to do cappuccino. I hope you have enjoyed. Have a wonderful day. Thank you. Ciao.